friends, this is Bonnie coming to you with some mindful movement moments. I'm calling it mindful movements because it incorporates both Pilates moves and yoga moves into a workout that emphasizes the lateral or the side body. Let's get started. I'm going to be on my knees almost the whole time. So if you need cushioning, this would be the time to get towels or blanket or something and put them under your knees. We're going to start with this forward flexion, and I'm going to turn to the side so that you see what I'm talking about. When I'm on my knees, my hips would like to flex back. So I'm going to try to have my tailbone and buttock muscles pulling downward and my navel pulling upward, sort of in a wheel-like movement, so that I stay upright and do not flex my lower body, but I do want to flex my upper body. So I'm going to take an inhale here and reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, we're going to try to get the upper back to look like a candy cane, reaching the fingertips to the floor. Take an inhale here and exhale, come all the way up. Take an inhale again. And on the exhale, now you know that my hips would love to go back as I do that. And the hard part of this is not having them do that. So take an inhale. Remember, the buttock fibers go down, tailbone reaches down, navel lifts up. And we're going to flex forward with just the upper back. Feel the whole hip flexor area lifting up too. And come up. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. We're going forward into a candy cane position. And stack one vertebra at a time until you're straight. Now let's go backwards on this. Inhale. And again, the buttock muscles go down, tailbone goes down, navel comes up. But that upward feeling goes all the way to the sternum. You retract your shoulder blades or pull them together and reach your fingertips toward your heels. And then come back to neutral. Do it again. Inhale. And lift your chest and reach your shoulder blades. Pull them toward the spine. And come back. You should feel a stretch from your knee up through your hip flexor, right up through your abdominal and into your chest. And come back. We have one more. Inhale and exhale. Come up. Let's put them together. We're going to fold into a candy cane. Come up to a straight line. Then reach back into an extension and come up to straight. Exhale as you come forward into that candy cane. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, regroup. Inhale, lift your chest, reach your fingertips. Come back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, you're flexing down. Inhale, you're coming up straight. Exhale, regroup. Inhale, lift your chest, reach your fingertips towards your ankles, keep those thighs forward, and come up to a straight line. I'm going to turn to face you now. Reach one arm up and the other arm down. Keep heavy on the side of the leg where the arm is in the air, and reach forward and down with this arm that's pointing down. Maybe you can reach the floor, maybe not. It's not important. And exhale. And inhale. One more time. Exhale. Remember to come all the way up to straight so that both sides of your waist are equally long. Come all the way back to this other side and go over. And come back. And exhale as you reach to the floor. And come back up. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Pull your arms down. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, bring the arms all the way up. Turn the palms forward. Bring it into goalpost arms. Pull your elbows back a little bit. Pull your navel up and your ribs back. You're going to rotate. Now this position, with your tailbone reaching down and your crown of your head coming up, your shoulders slightly retracting, means you that you can really fix your hips and rotate from the waist. And come back. And the other side. Make sure those shoulders don't come up to your ears, but keep them down. as you rotate in one direction and you rotate in the other direction. Go to the first direction. Go to the second direction and stop. Reach your arms down. You're going to take one leg. I'm going to take my right. If you're mirroring me, it would be your left. And you're going to reach it out to the side. It's your choice whether the toes of that foot are pointing forward or pointing slightly out. It's fine. What I don't want you to do is have your hip go out to the side. You want to be a straight line from the knee through the hip, through the armpit. All right? Then reach your arms up, relax your shoulders down, pull your ribs in, pull your tailbone down, and go over until you're a diagonal line. I'm trying to make both sides of my waist equally long again, and then come up the center. Do it again. And come back up. Inhale to reach out. Exhale to come back up. Inhale to reach out and hold it there. Take your top arm and circle it around, but don't come off your diagonal line. From your lower wrist to your ankle on the other leg. You're going to just one straight line. One more. Bring the arms to parallel, come up to the center. Now let's go in both directions. We're going to side bend and then side bend in the other direction. My arms are just an extension of my torso. They're not moving independently. First side and second side. Inhale and exhale. We have one more. Inhale and exhale. Now hold it in your side bend. Take your lower arm and put it on the floor. You can have the upper arm reaching to the ceiling. Remember to lift your chest, pull your tummy muscles in, or you can put the hand right on the hip. I'm going to keep it on the hip. Make sure your shoulder doesn't roll forward, but is constantly pulling back. Okay, try to level out your head so there's no strain in your neck. And the straight leg is going to lift and lower, and lift and lower. Exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale. We simply have two more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and put it down. Make sure that you're on the flat part of your hand on the ground. Now you're going to take the lower leg and bring it up to meet the knee of the upper leg. Here we go. It's exhale and inhale. Lift it up, pull it down, and lift. Try not to turn toward the floor. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and hold, and lower it down. Let's alternate those two moves. You're going to lift the top leg and lower it. Lift the bottom leg and lower it. Lift the top, lower, lift the bottom, lower, lift the top, lower, lift the bottom, lower. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Don't forget to breathe. It's really important. And exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Stop. Bring that top leg up and draw the knee into your chest and straighten it out. Try to keep it on the same plane rather than have it lower as you do that. Two more. One more. Now put that leg down. Bring the arm in the air again and try to have your body arc over and bring it down. Arc it over. Your upper body ribs are fanning out and coming back to rather straight. Over and up. You're pulling the lower shoulder back and down. And again. Good. And then you can rotate. Now the rotation starts at the waist and above, not at the hips. Again, rotate and release. Rotate, release. One more. Rotate, release. Now, if you are a diehard, of course, you can keep that straight leg straight, straighten out the bottom leg, hold your side plank for a little bit, then lift the hips up and arc over here and bring it down. Again, Let's do 2 more. 2, 1 more. Now let's rotate. Instead of going over your head, you're coming under your armpit. Remember, the hips are trying to stay fairly stable, as it's only your ribs and your arms and shoulders moving. We have 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, put the knee down. Take a moment to regroup. Reach the arm over your head. Lift your leg up and hold the supported side plank. Then bend the top leg knee, hold onto the ankle in the back. Try not to have the knee go down or up, but pull the foot back and away from you. So toward the back wall, lift your chest, pull your tummy muscles in and up, and your tailbone down toward your knees. And then bring it down, bring the leg down, and flip over until you have both hands on the floor and the leg in the back with the toes tucked under straight, okay? Pull your abs in, relax your shoulders down your back, and the straight leg is going to lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. We have 2 more. Up and down, up and hold. The opposite arm to the leg which is lifted will lift, and you're going to bring the arm and leg out and in, away from the midline and toward the midline. Out and in. We've got 3 more. 3 and 2. 1 more. 1. Put the hand down, put the leg down, pull the shoulders down, take a moment to regroup. Now it's going to be the leg on the floor lifting in a second, not the leg, I should say the bent leg, not the straight leg, okay? So we really firming up your shoulders, suck your abs in, and lift the knee on the floor about an inch off the floor and bring it down. About an inch off the floor and bring it down. It's hard to see, I know, in this video, just lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Now I'm lifting and holding the knee off the floor and straightening the bent leg to meet the straight leg, and then bring it back in, but it never touches the floor. It's coming forward, it's going back. It's coming forward and coming back. We have 2 more. In and out, in and out. If your wrists can take it, the straight leg that's free and up is going to go out and in, away from the midline, toward the midline, away and in. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Drop that knee, drop the other knee. Sit back towards your heels and either stay high in a shell stretch, or if you think that you need it, you're going to stretch your whole body long and reach out and lengthen those side muscles that you've been stretching so much. And then you're going to start dragging your straight arms back. Now think of your back body. Get your sit bones toward your heels. Think about your pelvis coming upright, and then your low back, and then your middle back, and then your upper back, and then your neck and head. And you're coming up in a straight line as if you're sitting up against a wall. Before we do the other side, let's relax our wrists a little bit. So interlace your fingers and have your wrists move in kind of a figure 8 position. And then go in the opposite direction, which is really hard. And then take one hand and pull your other hand off the wrist bones. Decompress them. Sometimes if I do this above the head, people get the idea better. And then do it on the other side. Good. Maybe do a shoulder roll or 2, because the positions that I just had you in are rather demanding on the shoulder. They're very demanding on the lats. They're demanding on your whole body, but different from what we often do. So let's go and do the other side. Kneel yourself up, And we're going to stretch out the opposite leg. For me, it's left. For you, it may be the right. Okay? You're going to bring both arms up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. Pull your ribs in. Pull your tailbone down. Pull your navel up. And then go over into your diagonal line and come back up again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold it there. We're going to circle the top arm and come back to the diagonal. Circle and come back. Don't let your body move, just the arm. We've got one more. Excellent. You're going to come back up to the center. We're going to side bend in the other direction and then allow yourself to bend in the first direction. Okay, so in the first movement that we did, we were coming into a diagonal with both sides of the waist equally long. And on this one, we're constantly making the side towards which we're leaning shorter in order to stretch the opposite side. I hope that makes sense. Go all the way over, bottom hand goes on the floor. Top hand can reach to the ceiling, or it can go on your waist, it can go behind your head too. All of those are perfectly fine positions. Just make sure your chest is lifted and your shoulders are pulling to your waist. And then the top leg lifts and lowers, and lifts and lowers. And exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. We have two more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and hold. Bring it down. Make sure that you're strong on that bottom arm. I'm going to move my hand to my waist to remember to pull my shoulders back. It's the bottom leg's turn. It's coming up to meet the other knee and going down. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Two more. Takes a lot of lat work. Exhale, inhale. Now let's put those two moves together. Straight leg lifts and lowers, bent leg lifts and lowers. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Straight leg and bent leg, or top leg and bottom leg. Certainly you can come up with your own words that help you. Good. Hold it up there. Keep this leg in the same plane, and you're going to pull it in and send it out. Pull it in and send it out. Pull it in, send it out. Knee comes to chest. You're bending your knee, flexing your hip, and the ankle is not dropping. Good. Now put that leg down. Bring your arm up and arc your body, and then bring it to a straight line. Make it into a semicircle, or maybe a semi-ellipse. Just a curve as opposed to straight, and a curve as opposed to straight. Now we're going to rotate. Fix your hips. Keep them nice and stable. And the ribs and shoulders and arm rotate. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. We have two more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. For my more advanced people, we're going to straighten the bottom leg and do those last two moves with straight legs. So we're going to straighten the bottom leg, put it in back of the top leg, and we're going to arc and come down to a straight line. And arc, come down to a straight line. Arc, come down to a straight line. One more. Arc, come down to a straight line. Now rotate, rotate, and reach. Just the ribs. Try to keep the hips fixed. Two. One more. One. Lower the knee. You're going to lift up the top leg again. Lift the arm over your head so you're in as straight a line as you can get. Hold it for a second. Bend the top leg. Reach for the ankle. Pull the top leg to the wall in back of you. Retract your shoulders and go into a sort of a side bow. Then without boomeranging the leg, let it go. Put it down, turn over, so that both of your hands are down. One leg is long, toes tucked under on the mat. The other leg is on your knee. Shoulders pull down, tummy pulls up. Keep your head aligned with your upper back. And the long leg is going to lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. We have 3 more. It's 3 and 2 and 1. Put it down. Now it's the bent leg turn. You're going to lift that bent leg slightly off the mat and down onto it. Off the mat, onto the mat. 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 Off the mat, and hold. You're going to reach that bent leg back so it's straight next to the other leg and bring it in. Bring it back. Bring it in. Lengthen it. Shorten it. Extend it. Bend it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. You're going to bring the leg out and in. And out and in. And out and in. 2 more. Out, in, out, in. Put that knee down. And I remember that I forgot one of the moves. Right? So you're going to lift up that long leg in the back. Reach the other arm out in front of you. And both leg and arm go away from the midline, back to the center. Exhale and inhale. I'm starting to shake. It's a good sign. I'm working. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Put the arm down. Put the leg down. Round back. Sit on your heels in a shell stretch. Maybe go down to a child's pose. I'm probably off your screen now. When you're ready to regroup, think about your sit bones towards your heels, and then you're going to start stacking your pelvis upright, and then your low back, your middle back, your upper back, your neck, your head come, and you're going to try to press your shoulders back against an imaginary wall. Push the back of the head against that imaginary wall. Make sure your lumbar curve is intact and does not touch your imaginary wall. Your neck curve is intact and does not touch your imaginary wall. And for one last time, interlace your fingers and let's move the wrists. Move them in the other direction. Bring your hands over your head. Pull your hand off your wrist bone. And on the other side. And bring your arms down. Do a shoulder roll. And I think that's about it for today. But I will be back in the coming days with more mindful movement moments. And if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful rest of your day.